girl Kay from Cute, and I want to welcome you to my channel if you're new. I want to welcome you back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. Here on Crafting with Cute, we discuss all things DIY, all things tips and tools for small business owners. Today, I am giving a few tips for our mompreneurs, so those who are small business owners and a mother. It's very, very important that we still tend to our children. So if you have an order you're working on or you have a business call you need to complete, I'm going to share some things that you could introduce to your child and give them to do so that you can be able to take your eyes off them for a little while and be able to do whatever you need to do for your business. Because I personally am not a fan of sitting the child in front of the tablet all day. Some of us are. I just am not. And so I wanted to share some other alternatives instead of doing that. All my finds are from Amazon, so I will post the links below. I have a 3-year-old, so these things are geared towards toddlers. This baby right here was the best thing ever. It's a water board. So there is a special marker and paintbrush that comes with this activity, which allows you to put water inside the pen or the paintbrush so that it will activate the board once you write on the board. Which means if your child takes this pen or paintbrush and mark the wall, it's not going to show up, which is also good. So you can be able to give them this crayon, give them this paintbrush, and know that if you turn your head for too long, depending on how fast your child is, you ain't gonna have color marks on your wall, giving them something to color, because you know most kids love to color. This board also outlines the alphabet, and it gives them an animal to go with each letter of the alphabet, so that's something else you can talk to them about. I would highly recommend introducing the activity to them, going over everything within the activity before just giving it to them and expecting them to know how to do it. You want them to be able to use this as a learning experience, so you're working in their learning. Another amazing Amazon find we have here are the magnets. Kids seem to love these magnets. They can use these magnets to build whatever their heart desires. Another good thing about the magnets is we have 2 different shapes. They have squares and they have triangles. So for this particular activity or manipulative, you can use it to discuss shapes. You can use it to discuss sizes, because if you take note of the triangles come in 3 different sizes. So you can talk about small, medium, and large. And you can also use this activity to go over, introduce, and help your child master colors. There's multiple colors within this activity, and they're all the primary colors, which is good for a child. Another activity that we do absolutely every day is our calendar. The calendar is something that your child will need forever in life. So it's very imperative that you introduce this to them as early as you can. When my son was 2, he had mastered all his days of the week, all his months of the year, and he could say the numbers in English and Spanish, and he could put the numbers in order. So it's very, very important. The more you go over something, the more they'll retain the information. It's also very important that even if they master something, you continue to go over it with them, because if they don't go over it every day or get it every other day, they're going to forget it. They're 2 and 3. So this calendar is $20 on Amazon, an amazing investment, one you should definitely look into. But it goes over the months, the days, the year, the date, the days, yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the temperature, the season, the weather, how they feel. Feeling's very, very important to discuss every day. holidays, and then I would allow him to pick activities he wanted to do. They have some pre-written activities, or they also come with some blank magnets for you to write things on, so you can write different activities if you choose. And then there's a pack of crafts for those who don't have time to cut out crafts. I'm a teacher, so I enjoy cutting out crafts, but sometimes if I need to give him something quick to do that I know he needs to sit down so I can do whatever, I'll give him the pre-made crafts if I hadn't had time to create a craft to focus on whatever we're learning about for the week. This is a button craft, and I think they had foam crafts too, but because he's 2, this was a little easier for him. After he completes the picture and puts the buttons where they go, we'll discuss. I'll ask him 3 questions regarding the picture. What is the picture? What color buttons do you see? Tell me the color of her tail. Tell me the color of her hair. How many buttons are on the fish? Like, I would just look at the picture and find some questions to ask. So they're not just doing a picture, but they're also learning to look and observe and answer questions too, because that's very important. Wow, that is an amazing picture. I love your artwork. Can you tell me what animal you see? What animal is that?
A giraffe.
A giraffe. Good job. What color buttons? What color are your buttons that are on the trees?
Green.
Good job. How many buttons are on the trees? Can you count the buttons on the trees?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Good job. Reading is very, very important with toddlers. It's how they get their vocabulary. So community helpers are important within toddlers. And so I found this cool set of books that has all the community helpers in it. We have police officer, doctor, firefighter, mechanic, I'm trying to read the sanitation worker, delivery worker, musician, pilot, scientist, farmers, teachers, dentists, mayors, librarians, military workers, chefs, fitness instructors, waitress, vets, and construction workers. What I did when I first introduced this to him is I would pick out 3 that I thought were the most important. Of course, firefighters, police officers, and teachers for me. Things he could relate to and already knew about, so we could master that. And then I would introduce 3 new books each week. And we would talk about what the person does, what they drive, how they help people, and how they're beneficial, and just how they are important in the world. And then last but not least, the entire reason for today is this book that I created. So this book took me about 3 weeks to do. So if it's something you want to implement in your business or your everyday life to help your child learn while you are working, I would start sooner than later. I first found a affirmation poem off of Google. Everything is off of Google, off the internet, just print it out. I found an affirmation poem, so we go over this every day. I am smart, I am kind, I am unique, I am capable, I am strong, I am loved. There's only one me, and I'm going to be the best me I can be. For a 2-year-old, he's 3 now, but we started when he was 2. This was very, very age appropriate. Don't get something too long that they're not going to, that's going to take them longer to retain. That's Boo Boo, and this is his book and busy book. I didn't put the letters back in. Oops. So these letters spell his name, and I literally have him put the letters in order to spell his name. We started off with first, then we went to first and last, and now we're working on first, middle, and last. You are going to need, in order to do the book, you're going to, of course, need paper. You're going to need a laminator, laminating sheets, and Velcro dots. Okay? So that they can just put whatever it is on the page and it stays there. So he usually will put I'll take everything off before we start so he can't see, but he'll put his name in order and then he'll type it in on the keyboard, because as you know, technology is growing today and there's not much you can do without technology, so it's important that they learn how to start typing. Some other things are book covers. We discuss this every day. I am 3 years old. My birthday is December 2nd. I live in Maryland. My mommy name is Karen and my daddy name. These are things that this is the first set of information your child should be able to articulate. And then we have started on phone numbers and addresses. That's the next important thing for your child to know. We go over our feelings. We go over the alphabet. So how I use this page, the first stage was to just do the alphabet. The second stage was to be able to put the alphabet back in order. And then the third stage is letter sound. So I would say, what sound is, and he'll find the H, and put it on here. Now we're to the point where I would give him a word. What does ice cream start with? He'll find an I and put it on here. Or that's if they're all off, or you can have them on, and what does ice cream start with? He'll pull the I off. I would take all of these off. This is number correlation. So how many ever dots are on the egg, he has to find that number and put the egg on the nest. This is puzzles, number puzzles, putting numbers in order. Color sorting. And I'm going over each page just so you have some ideas for your books. And you can look up the ideas one by one on Google. Of course, make sure whatever you're printing out is age appropriate, so that your child has a challenge. This is shapes. So I have picked different real life items, and he has to sort them and tell me what shape they are. Big and little, our days and our months. These are shape matching puzzles. Season sorts, matching. Some more number correlations. And this is an activity where there's pictures, and so I'll give him a picture of maybe like a nest, and he'll have to put it on the end. This is the same thing except for the pictures here, and he has to put the letter on there. So here's a jack, starts with a J. Sorting fruits from vegetables. Sorting money, identifying money also. Another activity for helping master our community helpers and items they use. Less than, more than. More community helpers. More word and letter matching. So this is a man. Man starts with M. The M on there. More picture and letter matching. Sometimes they get bored doing the same type of activity or seeing the same picture. So it's good to have multiple same type of activities to help master those skills, but using different pictures so they're not bored with it. This is a rainbow matching game, so these rainbows are colored differently and he just has to match which rainbow is colored the same as which rainbow. Alphabetical order, so this is a step up from the other page with the alphabet and the colors, where instead of saying A goes first, find what starts with the letter A and put that first, what starts with the letter B, what starts with the letter C. It's a little more complex. A puzzle. I'm gonna have to lost some pieces. And then things just repeat themselves, but more picture to letter matching. This is putting what letter comes after or before what letter in the alphabet. And our pre-writing dry erase sheets. And that completes the book. So I'll drop some links below to help you find some worksheets, and you'll have to look for the others on your own depending on how old your child is. You want to find age-appropriate worksheets, as I stated, which you should know as a mom. And yeah, if you have any questions or need help with anything, you can always email me at cute.by.ke@gmail.com. And I look forward to hearing from you all. Please, if you decide to do this, come back on the video and let me know how it went below. Thank you, and I hope everyone has an amazing rest of the day.